What you are about to hear is not casual advice. This is not motivation. This is a shift in how you walk, how you speak, how you think, how you act, a shift in how you see your life, and how you control your future. Listen closely, because most men never get this. They live their whole life chasing, hoping, reacting, doubting, and then one day they die confused, still asking what went wrong. Let me tell you what they missed. Life bends to your assumptions. The way you expect things to go is the way they usually go, not because of fate, not because of luck, but because you shape your world through your thoughts, not your wishes, not your prayers, your assumptions. You assume people will reject you, so you don't ask. You assume things will be hard, so they are. You assume you're not ready, so you wait, and the world gives you back what you expect. That's the law. That's the hidden force. Most never see it, but you're not most people. You're here to wake up. You're here to command, to decide, to stop dancing to the tune of fear. You've been walking like a servant, talking like a doubter, thinking like a prisoner, and acting like the future owes you something it doesn't. Nothing is owed to you, not time, not opportunity, not success, only what you claim. So hear me, change your assumptions, change your direction. You walk into a room, assume you belong. You step into challenge, assume you're built for it. You face resistance, assume it's proof you're on the right path. Life is not waiting to give you answers. It's waiting for you to decide. Decide that it's already done. Decide that it's already yours. That's not delusion. That's creation. See, your mind is a projector. It doesn't just receive life, it projects it. If you see the world as cold, it will be. If you see people as closed, they will be. If you expect things to fall apart, they will. But if you see yourself as the architect, then you begin to build, not someday. Now assume that life bends for you, because when you assume it, you begin to move different. You stop begging, you stop hoping, you start acting. You walk like a man who knows. You talk like a man with certainty. You move like a man who has already won. That's power, and power begins in the mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are not waiting for the world to change. You are waiting for you to shift. The moment you do, everything responds. People feel your energy before you speak. They trust your conviction more than your credentials. They follow your certainty, not your resume, because certainty is rare, and certainty begins with assumption. Assume you're the one. Assume the opportunity is yours. Assume the door will open, and then walk like it already has. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. You are aligning with the world you want, instead of begging the world to fix itself for you. So stop explaining yourself. Stop shrinking to fit into broken systems. Stop adjusting to the limits of small thinkers. You are not here to be understood. You are here to be undeniable. Assume victory and act accordingly. You don't need more advice. You need more direction. From you, you don't need to be told who you are. You need to remember your vision is real, but it needs a leader. That leader is you, not someday. Now, don't wait until life gets easier. It won't. You get stronger. You get sharper. You get clearer. And when you do, life bends. Not because it feels sorry for you, but because it respects you. Because you've stopped asking and started creating. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe, what you expect, what you assume. So start assuming like a leader. Start walking like a king. Start thinking like the outcome is already sealed. Your world is not fixed. It's fluid. It's clay. And your thoughts are the hands. Mold it. Shape it. Don't wait for proof. Be the proof. You are not here to survive. You are here to rule, not over others, over yourself, over your fears, your distractions, your excuses, your lesser self. Every day you wake up is another chance to assume power, not pretend power, real power, rooted in intention, in clarity, in commitment. So don't just change what you do, change what you expect, change what you believe is possible, change what you silently assume when no one's watching. That's the battleground. That's where the shift begins, in silence, in solitude, in thought. The man who controls his assumptions controls his world, not later. Now, the man who waits to see before he believes is already lost, because the world reflects belief, not the other way around. You've been taught to be realistic, but what they called realism was just fear in disguise, a soft name for surrender. You've been taught to play safe, but safety is just a slow death, a cage made of comfort. And you were not born for cages. You were born to bend steel with your mind, to take visions and hammer them into form. You were not made to tiptoe. You were made to declare, to rise, to plant your flag. But here's the secret most never hear. Life doesn't hand you the crown. It hands you the hammer and says, build. That crown is carved by repetition, by resilience, by assumption. Assume you will win, and then take the hits that come with that, because the path to your future is not smooth, it's forged. Every blow you take sharpens you, every delay trains you, every setback deepens you. That is the price. But hear me, that price is small, compared to the cost of regret, of playing small, of living with the question, what if I had believed? So today, you choose. Right now, what will you assume from this day forward? Will you assume the worst? Will you assume your past defines you? Will you assume your limits are permanent? Or will you shift? Will you break that old frame in your mind and build a new one with your own hands? Because the world isn't fixed, and neither are you. You are clay in motion. You are becoming. Every second you are becoming. And what you become is shaped by what you assume. Assume that pain is growth. Assume rejection is redirection. Assume delays are setups. Assume setbacks are training. And suddenly, nothing can break you because you've shifted the lens. You've changed the language inside. You've taken control of the narrative. This is how power is built, not in crowds, not on stages, in silence, in the quiet moments where you decide what kind of man you are. So ask yourself, what story are you telling inside? Do you say, I hope, or I know? Do you say, maybe, or it's done? That language matters, because it builds. The structure of your action. When you say, I hope, you hesitate. When you say, I know, you move. The world doesn't respond to hesitation. It responds to clarity. So be clear. Decide who you are, what you expect, and then burn every other option. No plan B, no soft cushion, no escape route. Why? Because greatness doesn't grow where safety lives. It grows where commitment lives, total, full, uncompromised. And when that commitment meets assumption, you become unstoppable, not because life becomes easy, but because you become inevitable. This is your edge, your shift, your moment, not next year, not next month. Now, because time doesn't wait, and neither does purpose. It sits quietly, waiting for a man bold enough to claim it. Are you that man? Are you bold enough to believe before you see, to act before you're ready, to speak when others stay silent, to stand when others fold? If yes, then watch how fast your world responds. Not because it's magic, but because it's law, mental law, spiritual law. You assume, you move, you become. You command your future like it's already yours. You see the mountain and walk as if you've already conquered it. Not because you're arrogant, but because your mind is aligned. You don't flinch at the storm. You become the storm. You don't shrink from rejection. You grow from it. You don't pause at the edge. You jump and build wings on the way down. That's the way of a leader. That's the path of a king. You don't take polls to decide your direction. You don't wait for the world to agree. You move, and the world adjusts. Because that's what happens when a man moves with conviction. People feel it. They either follow or fall away. And either way you stay the course. You know your path. You've chosen your assumptions. And now you walk like it's already done. Let others be confused. Let others doubt. Let others wait for permission. You don't need permission. You need purpose. And you've already got it. So act like it. Speak like it. Think like it. Live like it. Your life bends to your assumptions. So assume strength. Assume discipline. Assume clarity. Assume destiny. Assume favor. Assume power. And walk into the world like you've already won. Because if you believe it, and you move on it, it's already real.